Hey friends, I just want to share a bit about how Reiki is helping me deal with being an empath. It's teaching me how to manage my mind and my body better. What I mean by that is that I am an empathic person, an empath. Maybe you are too. Maybe you are someone who felt the need as a child to sense out how the people around you were doing so that you could gauge whether or not you were safe. You became a person who was very attuned to the emotions of people around you, and your body and your energy field became a place where you were maybe taking on things that weren't yours to try and heal those around you. So, this has been something that's very difficult and very awesome to live with. And it can be difficult in that lots of things are projected onto empaths. And if you don't have a practice or a way to discern whether or not something is yours, it can be very easy to just absorb negativity, to absorb other people's pains, to absorb other people's negative thoughts, negative emotions, fear, sadness, grief, you name it, shame, guilt, anger. All of these things can be taken into your energy field, even stored in the body in different places, and it's not even yours. Yeah, so that's challenging. Anyway, Reiki, thankfully, has been a wonderful tool. It is so obvious to me now when I am having an interaction with someone and different projections are being thrown on me. And it's almost like something sticky just shoots out, and I'm like, nah, man. Nope, that's not mine. I love what I'm doing. I love that I'm eating raw food, for example. I don't feel guilty about it. I enjoy it. It's not a punishment for me. It actually helps me enjoy my life more and feel better. And so I can tell if someone is, projecting guilt onto me or projecting any kind of, their food issues onto me because I am doing my thing and I am enjoying my thing. In the past, I used to be like, oh shoot, is what I'm doing really bad? Is what I'm doing really like crazy? Is it an eating disorder? Oh my god, like I don't know. This whole self-conscious spiral would take place. And that's just not happening anymore. It's like, no, this person has some food issues, some body issues, some things going on, and they're projecting it onto me, and I don't have to take that on. I can just like be cool with what I'm doing and cleanse myself of that energy. Light the sage and just kind of like let it go, let it go. It's not mine. So that is really handy, really, really handy. Similarly, so that can happen in the form of projections. It can happen in the form of negative thought loops that I notice will come up in my mind, and I can identify that they are not mine. It's something I've already worked through, and to go ahead and release that and realize that maybe I'd picked that up from a conversation with someone, an interaction, or being in a particular space where that negative thought form was very potent, maybe collectively shared by a group of people. So that is very handy. I'm also having a similar awareness in terms of pain in the physical body. So, you know, if I've done a lot of exercise or something and a lot of new weights and that kind of thing, you know, I'll notice soreness in my body. And okay, yes, that is mine. I worked out. I did different, you know, muscle groups and exercises. That soreness is mine. Versus, you know, I'm having pain in a specific area of my body. Nothing is wrong with that area of my body, and I know someone who I care about who's having an issue in that part of their body. It's like I'm trying to take on that pain. So I'm able to use Reiki in that area of my body to relieve my own pain, and hopefully, you know, with permission, send Reiki to the other person so that they can experience healing as well. So this is extremely, extremely helpful for learning how to be an empath. Also discerning when I need to kind of like reel in my aura. A really big aura. Lots of healers seem to have them, and empaths seem to have them. Highly intuitive people often have them. This is something that I think is very common in my family too, of healers and empaths. And with this big aura, it's space for, you know, it's not good to have it all like big everywhere you go. So I'm kind of having this practicing letting myself be really open and be my full energetic size, and yet learning how to discern what's mine, what's not mine. You know, have this balance between openness and protection. So I've been working with a particular Reiki prayer that's helping me with protection, and also making it seem like I'm safer occupying my huge energy field, and I'm able to keep that energy field a lot higher and a lot cleaner and clearer. And I've learned different practices that I can do on a daily basis to make sure that I'm purifying myself, I'm purifying my spaces that I'm in, and keeping everything cleansed and clear energetically. You know, I take so much time to eat this great diet and work out and take care of this physical body and make sure it doesn't have anything impure put in it, but I was neglecting my energy field. You know, I was doing certain things, but I needed to be doing more, and so now I'm able to do more to make sure my vibration can stay as high as possible so I can be of greatest service and benefit to others. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. Freaky hands. So yes, this has been really, really helpful, and yeah, it's, I think, gonna help me continue to operate at higher and higher levels of consciousness and be a better vehicle through which life force energy can travel and facilitate and promote healing in those around me and in those I work with. So that is the goal, friends. These are some of the finer benefits of Reiki. And yes, if you have questions or comments, please leave a comment and email me if you would like a distance or in-person Reiki session if you are in the Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona area. My email is taylor@joyfulrawlife.com, taylor@joyfulrawlife.com. Like this video if you like it, subscribe for more, Thank you so much for watching. Much love, healing energy. Namaste.